You all are welcome to my live YouTube channel, joining us in our live session. And keep waiting so that you will understand and also get a lot of things from our video. Today, in this specific video, it is actually impromptu, but specifically, we are going to describe a crucial thing that every woman must know, which is vagina smell. When you have your vagina smell or when your vagina is smelling, what are you supposed to do? You see, this vagina smell, there are a lot of women that do have it, and they don't know what they can do about it. But in this video today, in this live session, if you are lucky to watch it to the end, you gain a lot of things from that vagina smell that you do have. Yes, let us go straight to the point because this is real life when it comes about our body. There is no reason to whisper when it comes to uncomfortable. You will understand so many things that happens in your like what many of us don't even know about. Vaginal odor or vaginal smell is completely a normal thing for every single woman. You see, every single vagina, it has its own unique scent. So every vaginal that you have, and the kind of scent that comes out from this person's vagina is different from the kind of smell that also comes out from the next person's vagina. So every vagina has its own specific scent or unique scent. So it is part of nature, it is part of human being. The idea that the vagina should smell like roses or it should smell the other way you think it should smell or it should smell like strawberries. No, 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 no. Or whereas some women do add perfume, like, okay, they feel like the vagina should be smelling like a lot of scents from perfume. It is simply be due to marketing or is due to market or something. Do you understand? So it is so sad that many women have been made to feel embarrassed about something that is natural, which is vaginal smell. Vaginal smell is a natural thing, it's a natural phenomenon. But at the same time, it is also true that sometimes there could be changes in those vaginal smell. So whenever there is these changes in your vaginal smell, it is something that it is showing you a warning sign that your body needs an attention. Yes, that is when you have these changes in your vaginal smell, unlike the one you usually have before. It is actually showing you that there is a lot of problem going. That is a warning sign that your body needs an immediate attention. So in this live video now, we are going to break everything down clearly. When to relax when you have vaginal smell and when to be worried when you don't have vaginal smell, or when to relax if you don't have vaginal smell and when to worry once you start having this vaginal smell. So just patiently watch this to the end. For those of you women that you do come up with smelly vagina or your vagina is smelling at all time, what are the causes? How to prevent it? How to treat it so that your partner don't get irritated with your vagina oozing out a lot of smell. So as we go along, I really want you to interact with us if you are watching us live or if anytime you are coming across this video. So I want you to interact with us live, share your thoughts, type your questions, understand, drop your questions in the comment section, share your experiences if you are comfortable, what had made you uncomfortable about vaginal smell, and how were you able to cope with it. Because the more open we are, the more we can help one another, the more we can help each other. So let's start by understanding what is normal. Yeah, let us understand what is normal. That's your vaginal. Yes. You see, the vagina, it has a natural smell, like I said earlier. So, and it is not supposed to be odorless. Fine. It is not supposed to be odorless. There is still supposed to be an odor coming out from there. So, and I told you earlier on that every vagina has its own unique scent. So definitely, it is not supposed to smell like soap, fragrance, detergent, or perfume. You understand? You know why? Because the vagina is self-cleaning. It cleans itself. You understand? It cleans itself. It wears off anything, anytime. It cleans itself naturally. So it maintains a delicate balance of a healthy bacteria and fluids that are protecting it. So you see, there are different kind of fluids you find in the vagina, and there are different kind of bacteria that also find in the vagina. So that is the reason why those smells do come out from the vagina most of the time. It is because of the growth of those bacteria and the presence of those fluids. That is why you see all those fluids coming out from your vagina most of the time. So it's because of those natural things that are there that help to protect the normal healthy status of your vagina. So this presence of bacteria and those water, they are the one that balances and give your vagina the natural structure, the natural smell, which at least sometimes it can be musky, or sometimes it has a tangy scent. Yes, the scent, it's as if some people might everybody can have different scents. You understand? So that is the smell of a healthy vagina and not a dirty vagina. Hmm? It has a tangy scent. You get it now? So it's when you have that kind of tangy or musky scent, it's not as if it is an unhealthy vagina, or it's a dirty scent, or it's a dirty smell. So you understand? No, that is the scent of a vagina, a normal vagina. So this natural smell, sometimes it can shift a little. That's this natural scent that you do have from your vagina. It can shift a little depending on your cycle. In every woman now, you have different cycles. So when you are in one cycle or the other, your smell, or the smell that also comes out from your vagina, it also differs from one another. So like during ovulations, or during your hormonal changes, or during menstruations, the different scents comes. One can be stronger, or one can be what? Be less stronger. So like during menstruation now, yeah, when you're menstruating, when you're a period where those blood flows start coming out from your vagina, the kind of smell that you have, it can be a metallic odor. Yes, you see, when you have all those metallic substances, the odor that it produces, that is the kind of odor that comes out because of the blood that also comes out during that menstrual cycles. So that is what happens during that period of menstruation. That's the kind of odor that your vagina produces. It produces a metallic odor. You understand? So after exercises as a woman, if you also exercise or you sweat, it's mixed up with those vaginal fluids down there. So those natural, it will now make the smell to be more noticeable. So that is after you've exercised and sweat now is joining, or it's combined with your normal vaginal smell. Sweat ordinarily smells. So when it now join with the natural vaginal water fluids, it smells. The smell is will even be more stronger and more noticeable. Then after you also have sex, this is when you can also have vaginal smells too. After sex, yes, that's sex with your partner. You notice that there are kind of smell that also ooze out from your vagina. This can be as a result of semen that temporarily remain, or in your vagina. It can change the scent of your vagina too. So these are scenarios in which vaginal smell or vaginal odor can occur, either during your ovulation, during your menstruation, during maybe exercise, or when you are sweating, and during sex. These are scenarios where you can have a change in the scent of your normal vaginal. So aside this now let now us emphasize on this smell. What are the sign of uncleanliness? Is it a sign that your body is alive or your body is working when you have this smell? Do you understand? So let us now look at it. So let's check everyone that are watching here live. Have you ever felt pressured by advert or society to believe that you should smell perfect? Now, this is a question to ask everyone there. Like, have you ever been feel pressured or you're pressured that okay, you feel pressured by maybe people that do advert or your peer pressure, your friends or society that they made you believe that you should smell perfect down there in your vagina? If it is yes, type it on the comment section. Let us know. Have you ever felt that? You understand? Then if it is no, type no. Let's see how many of us have felt that pressure. That okay, this time now, this is why how you should be feeling, or this is how the kind of smell you should have during your in that your private part in your vagina. So now let's now talk about when you can relax. So after you've dropped your comment in the question on the comment section there, now let us now talk about when can you relax about the smell, or when is this smell not causing issues? When can you relax about it? You see, many women, the problem is they do panic at the slightest change that they have in their vagina. But not every change that you have is dangerous. That's what majority of the women they don't know. Hmm? They are very very nervous, or they are very 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 curious whenever there is this slight change, but they don't know when to even relax about it or when to even worry about it. They will be panicking. Why? Because of smell. Then now let's now look at it. Is this smell a danger or something? So if your smell is actually mild, maybe it comes and goes, you understand, or it changes slightly with just a little period of time, or maybe during your period, that is when you have this slight smell, or maybe during diet or during sexual intercourse, you don't need to worry. Yes, when you have sex and maybe immediately after sex, you are perceiving that kind of foul smell odor coming out from your vagina, you don't need to worry. Then even during menstruation, you see some men, they might not even want to get closer to you during menstruation because they believe that time you smell. They believe that time your vagina smells too. You understand? So, but at the same time, you need to also make your men understand, and men also need to understand that during that time, the smell that comes out from the woman is not doesn't mean that the woman is dirty. Yes, it is because of the mix-up of blood with have normal vaginal fluid. That is why the smell looks like that. And that was referred to as metallic smell because of those minerals and elements that are present in those blood component that comes out of the vagina. So this is period, or during this period, you shouldn't be worried. Then when you eat strong foods, there's some strong food that when you also eat them, it actually brings out some smells too from your vagina. Do you understand? Like eating strong foods, like all these garlics, when you eat them, it can create odor or smell. When you take onions or when you take spices, it can alter your normal body odor, aside even your vaginal odor. Yes, people that eat onion, you check them, they have higher risk of having smell or vaginal smell or odor. You see, they have odor all around over their body. So, and that include also your vaginal smell, like I said. So, they have body odor, they have vaginal smell. So, if you eat all the strong foods, garlic, onions, spices, it can influence or affect your body odor. It can affect it, and also have influence on your what? On your vaginal status. Then another thing that can also cause this vaginal smell to also happen is dehydration. You see, every woman, when you are dehydrated, you can see that those places they need water, they need fluids to 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 naturalize themselves. So dehydration may also cause the odor to be more stronger because your body fluids become more concentrated. So during that time, the body fluid, the fluid that remain in part of your body, they are very, very minute. They are very, very concentrated. So during that time too, you expect much smell or much odor to be present in your vagina. You understand? So these are some of those things that you need to understand. Then there are some simple lifestyle adjustment that can also help while you have those smell or you are perceiving all those things coming out from your vagina. Number one, it could be your simple lifestyle adjustment can help, like drinking a lot of water. When you take much water, it can also help you. Yes, when you take much water to prevent the dehydration, it can also help you taking more water. Then wear cotton underwears. You see some of those women now, they do wear silk or leather underwears, which is not ideal, which is not hygienic, because there's not a lot of air that is penetrating their vagina. So it is advisable you as a woman that okay, after you have sex or the norms, that you should wear your normal cotton pants. It's not always advisable that you should wear a silk material or a rubber material. No. How will air be able to penetrate or to come inside your vagina? So always make sure you wear a breathable cotton pants that can allow air into your vagina. So at least when there are air penetration coming inside your vagina, it can also help to reduce all those smell that comes out from the vagina. So this is very, very important. Very, very important. Then change out your sweaty clothes quickly after workout. Maybe as a woman, after the end of the day, you walk, you're so tired or anything, or you go for exercises. It is also very, very advisable that you should make sure that you all those clothes you take them off, wash them away, so that all those sweat will don't get absorbed in your body and at the end of the day get absorbed into your vaginal fluids and it causes smell in your vagina. So it is very, very advisable that you as a woman, you should always make sure you make yourself tidy up yourself. Make sure that you undress whenever you sweat. You understand? Clean yourself, clean your vulva. Good hygiene is also very good. Practice gentle hygiene. By gentle, I mean you should wash the vulva with plain water or mild water. That is when you remove your clothes now. Wash your vulva with just ordinary water, not by using soap and anything because of smell. No, that's not what we're talking about. You make sure you use adequate water to gently wash your vulva, your vagina each time you had sex or each time you just have a workout or any exercise to avoid all the smell coming out from your vagina. I just joining us, make sure you like our video, like and comment where you're watching us live from, so we can also continue. So more also, if you want to prevent this smell coming out from your vagina, is do not insert soap. Yeah, you as a woman, it's not advisable that you should add soap into your vagina. So because in certain soap, it only cause irritation and at the end of the day, you end up douching. So do not use spray, do not spray perfumes or deodorant into your vagina. It is not healthy because this product disrupts your natural bacteria that help you healthy and they often make problems worse. So you as a woman, it is also not advisable to make use of deodorants, to make use of soaps, to make use of agents that can affect the normal health of your vagina. You understand? So if your smell is mild, that's if you have just little smell coming out from your vagina, if it comes and goes, it has a clear reason. So it is not what you are to be thinking the other way around. Understand? So if your smell is just mild, it comes and it goes, it doesn't stay for a long period of time. It has a clear reason, like maybe period, that's one of the reason, or maybe exercise, or maybe the strong food that you've taken. That is a reason. So that is a signal to relax that you shouldn't be worried about the smell that comes out from your vagina. So your body is simply doing what it's designed to do. So there's no need for you to be worried. You understand? So now let's go into an interaction now for those of us that are still watching us live down here. So let us now go into interaction. So what is the strangest or okay, let me ask you now that what is the strangest or the funniest myth you've ever heard about vaginal smell? Okay, let me ask you, what have you heard people saying? Or what have you believed about that vaginal smell? You know, some might will tell you that people who have vaginal smell cannot have sex or other things. What have you heard about vaginal smell? Or what is that strangest and funniest might you've ever heard about vaginal smell? So I want you to share in the comment section so that we can also learn or let us hear and let us throw more light about those myths that you feel okay people usually talk about vaginal smell. So I would love to hear them. So just share them in the comment, then we'll talk about it. So let's still continue more. Now let's move on to the serious part. When are you supposed to be worried about vaginal smell? That is when to be worried about vaginal smell. You see, when to worry about vaginal smell, this is where you need to pay more attention to your vaginal health because while a mild smell is actually normal, a strong and unpleasant odor can be a body's way of asking for help. When you're having a strong body odor or odor of vaginal smell coming from your vagina, you understand, it can be a serious warning sign about your health. That okay, your health is in problem or is in trouble. So, what is your body telling you? What is your body telling you? Let us talk about it. When you start having a strong smell, if the smell is very, very strong, or maybe it's a fishy smell, or smell like a rotten egg, or a foul smell, that is a red flag. You understand? That is a red flag that you need to also work on as a woman. So, if at all those smell now comes out with an unusual discharge, that is another red flag that you need to work on. So maybe the discharges that may come out from those vaginal can be a green discharge. Yes, there are women that come that have all those green discharges. You come out with green discharge, yellow discharge, or gray or thick cottage cheese discharge coming out from your vagina. This is another red flag. Aside the strong smell, now if your strong smell is now coming out with a discharge, that is another red flag. So if you are having those two red flags already, that's a warning sign to pay attention to your vagina. Then aside these two, then you now have itching to it. Now, meaning it's not just smelling, it's bringing discharge and it's now itching again. Can see. So now having this itchy vagina, that your vagina is itching you each time you are having sex, or each time that you urinate, you're having a burning sensation or irritation coming out from your vagina, that is a problem. Or anytime you are urinating or you are having sex, you are having pain on penetration. As your man is trying to penetrate you, you're having pain. That is a warning sign. That is a sign you should never uh, toil with. It's a sign that you should always pay attention to when you're having sex or you're having a penetration and it is paining you so bitterly, or when you are urinating, you're having a burning sensation and it's irritating you, you are not just having vaginal smell, your vagina is smelling with a strong odor, then you are bringing out discharge, which is discharge can actually either be a yellow discharge, a green discharge, or a brown discharge. Then it is now itching you during sex or during urination. You should know that is a big problem. Yeah, that's a big problem that's happening. So, what are you supposed to do, or what could this mean if you are having those symptoms that we talk about? What could this mean? You see, sometimes when you have bacterial vaginosis, that there's what we call bacterial vaginosis. That's an infection of your sorry, that's an infection in your vagina that is caused by bacteria. Yes, that is what we refer to as bacterial vaginosis. So the most common cause is of unusual vaginal odor. So you see this bacterial vaginosis, it is the one that usually cause all those vaginal odor. You see a woman coming up with an odor from her vagina. It is mainly caused by those um bacterial vaginosis. So when you have this bacterial vaginosis, it often has a fishy smell. As most of those bacterial vaginosis, they come up with a fishy smell, a very strong foul smell that is unbearable. So it happens when those normal balances, that those normal bacteria that are supposed to be present in your vagina, when they are being altered or when something happens to it, maybe either you douche or through douching or through anything. So there's changes to the normal bacteria that lies in your vagina. It can result to this fishy smell, and not just fishy smell, it comes out with a thicky white discharge. This kind of discharge you have in cases of bacterial vaginosis. So when this happens, you understand, it can also be an STI. That's when you have an STI has a sexually transmitted infections like that of chlamydia, trichomoniasis. It causes a lot of serious foul smell or foul odor. Then, aside foul smell or foul odor, fishy odor coming out from a vagina, it can also cause an unusual discharge. That's why I see some women they have those discharges, have green, yellow, brown discharges, and all of that. Then put you into a discomfort because you as a woman, you're having discharge, you're not comfortable. Because even within your peers, you feel like you shouldn't be pressured that your peers are telling you that your vagina is smelling. Or maybe you want to meet your man and you having the fear that your partner should not complain that you have a smelling vagina. So these are some of those things that can actually cause those make you to be worried about when you have a strong vaginal smell. So the point here is these are medical attentions. That's when you have this fishy smell, discharges, itching, burning sensation, and everything. These are medical conditions that need an immediate attention. So don't ignore them. Whenever you have those signs of vaginal infections, where you don't have where you have a fishy smell, discharges, and everything. So don't rely on home remedies. You see, some people will say their vagina is smelling, they start certain different things in their vagina, using fragrance, using perfume in their vagina. So it is very bad. So anytime you have those vaginal smell, don't be embarrassed. Just know what kind of smell and what is causing the smell. You understand? Make sure you know the origin and the cause. And how do you know that? Is by communicating with your doctors. Communicate with us. Let us know what is going on. Go and see your doctor in all cases of those vaginal smell that you have. So they can differentiate for you. Is this something you should be worried or it's something you should be relaxed about? So when you see them, it is part of our daily work. You understand? So because your health is more important than your pride. Don't just stay at home and you have those vaginal smell and you feel pressured by many or by the society or by their might. You feel pressured at home. Communicate with us. Ask your question under the comment section so that we can ease you of the complaint or anything you have. So let me pause here and ask some question from those that are still following us down to this time. Um, okay, I want to ask, how many of you agree that women should feel free to discuss these things with healthcare professionals without shame? That's if you feel free, if you know that women should be able to discuss this vaginal smell to their healthcare professionals or healthcare providers without any shame, indicate yourself in the comment section. Like if you feel free that okay, at least every woman should be able to discuss with their healthcare provider that this is how my vagina is without any shame attached to it. Indicate because you realize that some women they it is because they can't relate with the healthcare provider most of the time. That's why I see they don't talk about what is going on. So if you feel at least it's something that they should be able to tell their healthcare provider, I want you to indicate for us in the comment section so we can continue. You understand? So you can continue. Let us know in the comment section. So, okay, because you see, there are a lot of myths that goes on about this vaginal smell or anything. So, and one of those myths is that vaginas are supposed to smell like flowers. You see, some women they believe that okay, eh, their vagina is supposed to be smelling like flowers or anything, which is a myth, but it's not true. The truth is no. Your vagina is not supposed to smell like a flower. And like I said earlier, each vagina has its own unique scent. It has its own unique vaginal smell that's supposed to smell like vagina. You understand? So each of your vagina has its own unique scent, and that is perfectly fine. So then the second myth too that some women they do ask is that douching makes you cleaner. Do you understand? They said douchings make you cleaner. Do you understand? Well, you know what they mean? That is when you douch, that's what they believe. They believe that okay, some of the myths that people believe about vaginal smell is number one, people believe that vagina is supposed to be smelling like flower. Is that true? No. Why is it not true? Because every vagina actually has its own unique specific scent that it should smell. So nobody should pressure you that the vagina is supposed to be smelling like rose, supposed to be smelling like flower, supposed to be smelling like this. No. Every vagina has its own unique scent. So the kind of scent you have, she's different from the kind of scent every other person is also have. So nobody should pressure you. That is a myth, which is a very wrong. Then the second myth to have about vagina is that when you douche, it makes your vagina to be cleaner. That's anytime you douche, your vagina is more cleaner than you even wash it. That's why it's also no. When you can clean your vagina is by getting your normal water and wash gently and softly with your hand. That's all. Douching using soap, perfumes, fragrance, and everything, you're only causing more harm, more damage to your vagina. Do you understand? So this is another thing because you doing that is so you're also denaturalizing the normal bacteria that are present there, which will increase your infections. So the other third myth that people would usually also talk about, which is not true, is that sometimes it is just hormone, diet, or normal cycle changes. Understand? So these are what people believe that okay, it also causes vaginal smell. So now I want to ask you a question now. Have you ever seen a product advertised for freshness down there? Or like have you ever sat down or maybe somebody recommend soap for you or fragrance for you that you should be using for your vaginal whenever it smells, or you should use it immediately after sex, that it cleans or it helps to prevent vaginal smell? So if you've seen that, comment yes in the question in the comment section. If you've not seen that, comment no as well, so we can dive in more. So if any of it, it's either yes or no. So comment whichever one you've seen. Have you ever seen somebody recommending or advertising an air freshener or a cream or a lotion or anything that is mainly for vagina, and they will tell you it cures vagina health or vagina smell or vagina odor? In what way? So if you've seen any of them, either yes or no, write that in the comment section. So let's bring this together. Here is what we've learned. Like at the end of this video, like what we've been making, a mild smell is normal. That's when you have a mild smell from your vagina, it is normal. Every woman has this smell coming out from their vagina. So we also understand that the smell can change with your period. That's when you're on your period, the menstrual period, smell can actually change. And I told you, the smell that you have during period is always related to a metallic hot smell because of the presence of blood that is there. Then vaginal smell can also change slightly with sex. Whenever you have sex, due to the presence of semen coming in contact with your normal vaginal fluid, it changes the smell of your vagina. Then, when you exercise as a woman, you exercise a lot, you sweat and everything. The sweat coming in contact with your vaginal smell, it also make it more stronger. And also dehydration, like we said. So these are things that can actually make, or that can actually use in your normal vaginal smell. You understand? Then when the smell is strong, that's when the smell is very, very strong and concentrated, it's now fishy, or if it's now bringing a foul smell and comes with discharge. Aside discharge, it's coming with discharge and it is itching you, or it is causing a burning sensation to you. Immediately report to your doctor, because you can't just shadow that alone. And don't be shy without discussing it with your doctor. It will only cause more harm to you. Then avoid harsh chemicals. Avoid the use of harsh chemicals in your vagina. It is very, very bad. If you're the type that you do use chemicals, soup, fragrance, perfumes, or anything in your vagina, it is unhealthy. So avoid that. And also make sure you do make use of cotton materials as wears, as your panties. Make sure you wear them so that it can allow moist air coming inside and outside of your vagina. It can be ventilation rather than using rubber or silk materials for your pants, for your underwears. So now let me add more to those important points about vagina. You see, vaginal health is not just about smell. Yeah, you need to know that vaginal health is not just about smell. It is also about confidence. What kind of confidence do you have in your vagina? Like your vagina is healthy. So it also have to deal with relationship, the kind of relationship you meet with what with people, and the mental well-being. This is what vaginal smell. This is all that it encompasses. You see, when women feel ashamed because of their vaginal smell, ah, they say sometimes they withdraw from society, they start maintaining distances, or they start having this withdrawal from intimacy. They suffer in silence. They don't want to have sex with their partner because they feel their vaginal smell. That is why conversation like this matters. Hmm? To discuss what you feel, how you feel, what do you think is a possible solution, when to relax and when to act fast, or when to see doctor. You understand? That's why we need to normalize them. We need to talk them out. You understand? So conversation like this, it really, really matters. So talk them out in the comment section. Let us hear them out and let's know what is going on. So one feels alone. So that no one will feel alone or anything. You understand? So there's never a dirty vagina. There's never a dirty vagina. It's either you have a strong smell or a mild smell. And if you have a strong smell, there are certain things that can cause it that are normal, which we have discussed in this video and the previous. So kindly watch it to the end, digest everything to your health. You understand? So as we wrap it up, I would love you to share your biggest takeaway from today's live video. What have you learned so far from this live video that we've made today? Though despite the same prompt too, but at least there are a lot of things that was gained, that was learned today. So was the learning very, very okay, and were you able to learn? And what were you expecting more next time in our next video? So I want you to also share that in the comment section and let us know how this video has actually helped too. So was it learning that? So I also want to ask you that, was it learned that vaginal smell has its own unique natural scent, or was it breaking free from mites? So just whatever it is, just type it in the comment section, and let's get back to that. And if you found this session helpful, please like this video. Like this video as many times as you like. Go back to other videos about this similar topic. Make sure you like them so that it can at least go viral to other people. Share this to every young lady out there, and every woman out there, in fact, in general, because many of the women, they do have this feelings that their vagina is smelling. So whenever it's smelling, what are they supposed to do? This video encompasses everything. So share to them so they can also learn from that. chest down. So like this video, share it to your friends, and subscribe more also. More also, you need to subscribe, and don't miss more more. You understand? Because if you don't subscribe now, you don't get to see more of our videos, be open, empower health conversations. But remember that your body speaks to you every day. Your body speaks to you what? Every day. Vaginal smell is one of its language of speaking to you. So if your body is speaking to you through your vagina, you don't understand it, what will happen? It will land you into problems. So learn to listen without fear. Always share how you feel, what you feel to your healthcare provider. Share it to us, comment your questions and everything without any shame or with love for yourself. So thank you so much for your time, for joining me in this live today. Stay healthy, stay confident, always share your experiences, and I will see you in the next live session. So this video is dedicated to all the women out there, all the women having a vaginal smell or vagina odor, anything out there. Share this to them as it will benefit them in the long run. Thank you and see you in our next video.